My name is Peter Bruninger, and I'm here with Ted Denny, the CEO and Chief Designer of Synergistic Research. And we are about to talk about a technology that is utterly groundbreaking. I had a short demonstration just a moment ago, and I want Ted to tell us all about it, and then you, the video viewers, are going to actually get to hear it. Ted, tell us about it.
Okay, a couple years ago I came out with my first foray into UEF technology, or Uniform Energy Field Technology, and that was in the form of the HFTs, which you are familiar with. I came out to your house, Peter did as well. We set up your listening room, and you were blown away. And so thousands of other people have been blown away. But since then I've been thinking about how to apply UEF technology in other applications. The Atmosphere Series cables apply UEF technology to the shields of my cables, and that enabled us to get rid of active shielding, which enabled the cables to be higher performance, less complicated, and more affordable than the cables. So better performance for less money and less complicated. Mm-hmm. I then started thinking about, well, how do I make HFTs even smaller, less obtrusive, right? Invisible. So I'm thinking, how do I shrink the form factor of UEF? How do I shrink the form factor of UEF? Then it came to me, why not create a surface coating that includes UEF technology, or like a paint, right? So I developed a coating, a UEF coating, and we applied it to foam board, and a little 8.5 by 11s, I'll show you in a minute. And we put it on the wall. You can see the little black squares here. Mm-hmm. And we were absolutely dumbfounded when we listened, when we did our first listening tests. This goes beyond anything I've ever done before or anything I've ever heard before. We then took the technology to a recording studio, Sonic Ranch in Texas. And these guys are the largest recording studio of their kind in the world. They have multiple Grammy Awards. We went into their live recording. They set up some of these panels. They set up other implementations of UEF technology through the signal chain, and they were blown away. They then ran measurements. They were able to measure increased headroom on recordings, decreased noise floor. They then would mix down tracks with and without UEF tech. They then mastered the same tracks with and without UEF tech. And very shortly they're going to be releasing the measurements and files, so that you can hear a file that has UEF technology and a file that does not have UEF technology. And even if you don't have HFTs or UEF tech from Synergistic Research anywhere in your system, you can clearly hear the difference on these two files recorded by, Grammy award-winning recording engineers and mastering engineers. This technology promises to change the way humans experience music. It's not just about home audio or home theater. This can be used in bars, restaurants, live recording venues. It is unbelievable, the clarity and realism that this creates. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play a track with the UEF panels in place, and then I'm going to pause the track. We're going to remove the 10 UEF panels from the room, play the track again, and then put the UEF panels back in. And I believe that on your that we'll be able to hear it, on the camera and with the microphone. So I'm going to play a track called Albino Alligator, mm-hmm. And we're going to play about a minute 20 seconds. I'm then going to pause the track, take the panels out, and then put the panels back in and let you hear with and without.
Okay, let's let it rip.
All right. We're now going to remove the Synergistic Research UEF panels from the room.
I want to assure the viewers that we're not altering any volume level. We're not doing any DSP correction with our camera technology. We use a pair of spaced Sony Omnis sitting on top of a 4K camera. Could I see one of the panels, please? Thank you. I'll hold this up here for you folks. It really is just a panel with some coating on it. How about that? Thank you.
Now we're going to take it from the top.
It doesn't have the bass impact. It doesn't have the timing detail. It doesn't have the spatial cues. Now, let Ted and his assistant replace the panels. I'm going to request when you do visit Pennsylvania, which you do once a year to one of your larger dealers, that we shoot a video of this in the level 5 audio note listening room, because this is, to me, so far the most astounding thing I've heard at the CES show this year. Okay, we're going to start the track from the top. Whoa. I'm dumbfounded.
Now bear in mind too, we're using the new Atmosphere XL, which has 4 times the output power of the original, or the standard Atmosphere. And we have 3 Synergistic Research black boxes.
Mm-hmm.
And then for acoustics, in addition to the black boxes, and the Atmosphere, we just have 10 of these new UEF panels, which I assure you will be very affordable. I'm always looking to scale my technology to bring it to the broadest possible audience while improving performance. I mean, that's progress, and that's what I'm really focused on right now. Is this is just the biggest thing I've ever done. I'm really, really excited about it, so.
I can see the look in your eyes,
Yeah.
and I can see the excitement in your smile. But to be honest, what I hear is what my ears tell me. I don't know if you know it, but I'm one of the few, if the only, hand-picked reviewers from Harry Pearson from the late 1980s. I'm one of the most senior reviewers left in the world today. And that was the most apparently easy thing for me to hear the difference of any demonstration I've ever heard my whole life.
Well, this is going to be a big deal, and it goes way beyond high-end audio. The people that we're working with in the recording industry, and some other things we can't really get into right now. This is a very, very big deal. Yeah. Carnegie Hall, you name it, anything.
Restaurants,
everything.
airports.
Bars, restaurants. Have you ever been in a restaurant where it's so loud and uncomfortable? Now the restaurateur doesn't want to close. Once they figure out, oh, we got a successful restaurant here, they didn't initially spend the money on big, cumbersome, frankly ugly acoustic treatments, but they don't want to close their restaurant down to treat it because they're going to lose momentum. Your customers are going to go eat somewhere else while they're tearing up their restaurant to correct the acoustics. We will eventually be able to adapt this technology once we scale it up so that it can be applied to walls, and that will in effect be a totally and completely invisible acoustic solution, and it's going to transform everything.
I'm so stunned by it, folks, I had to come over and say, Ted, that's the most effective demonstration of your audio products I've ever heard in my whole career.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very, very much, Peter.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome.
We're really proud. We are really proud, and we're really excited for 2016.
Congratulations, folks. Check the video out. Check the panels out. This is a mind blower. Okay, and before we leave the Synergistic room this year and that amazing demo we just heard, Ted, tell us about what we've been listening to and doing with the Atmosphere product here. They've changed in size.
Well, this is the original Atmosphere. Okay, this is the one you're familiar with, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the Atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
Now we've come out with, and we've come out with a smaller, more compact, and more affordable Atmosphere called the Atmosphere Mini, which retails for $14.95, has all the same functionality as the original Atmosphere. It's controlled by the same iPad control app and everything. And then we have, it's just not as powerful as the original Atmosphere because obviously its broadcast antenna is much smaller. I mean, here it is in contrast to the FEQ, which many people are, which you're also familiar with. That's the frequency equalizer. Then you have the Atmosphere Mini, which enables you to contour its broadcast to complement different recordings. The original Atmosphere, and then what we were using in this system is the new Atmosphere XL.
Whoa.
Just to give you an idea,
Whoa, yeah.
this has 4 times the broadcast power of the standard Atmosphere. So this is a big deal.
Look at that.
I mean, it's big. And it's a lot more powerful than what you heard originally. So that's brand new here at the show. And then the other thing that's really cool that we're launching now are our new black fuses. For people who are familiar with our original SR20 fuse, and then later the Synergistic Research red fuse, that was a big improvement. The new black fuse is orders of magnitude more powerful than the red was as compared to the SR20. So that's going to be a big deal. Those are going to be coming out very soon, and as with all Synergistic Research fuses, pretty much everything we make, it's sold with a 30-day, no-risk, money-back guarantee.
How can you go wrong with that? Anyway, Ted Denny,
Thank you so much, Peter.
thank you so much. CES.
Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, thank
You've
you.
done a great job.
Thank you.
That blew me away.